I had a fun night last night.
You did?
Yeah, screaming at retarded people.
Okay.
You ever do that? You ever have a good night? Just.
I've screamed at retarded people, but...
Oh, yeah? How'd it go for you? Did you get through to them?
I did. I kind of bullied them through an intersection one time.
You know?
Yeah.
I, too, find that that's the best outcome.
Yeah.
With retarded people.
Sometimes
just screaming at them until they stop doing what they're doing.
You gotta
do something.
You've got to out crazy their stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, that's the...
Yeah.
They're so aggressively stupid that sometimes you got to make them think that, like, you're completely fucking unhinged. Which, in any given moment, I might be.
Yeah.
I might be.
It's important to add.
Yeah, that is a fact.
I had quite a fun night last night.
Yeah?
Screaming at Eric July.
Oh, really? Still going with that? Yeah,
I guess.
I read it.
Oh, you read ISOM?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think? There you go. Everyone I ask.
Well, look.
What'd you think?
I'm not the audience for that. I didn't think anything was memorable. I found myself zoning really quickly.
Yeah.
And I took a look at your notes.
Yeah.
I don't understand. They were actually much more diplomatic than I would have thought. Like,
good notes.
I mean,
I have gotten a lot of notes exactly like that from studios and agents.
There were a couple. I was just gonna say that. You know, I dated a writer for like almost 4 years.
Yeah,
and at one time she was an editor for a very well known music publication.
Oh, okay.
Those are the kind of notes that she would give.
Yeah.
Like I would see the notes that she would give the writers, and it's like,
thank you,
but they're
fucking thank you.
They're all professional writers. They don't get butthurt. They're making product. You know what I mean?
None of them are getting paid $3.7 million for their product either.
But it's not what he does. I understand somebody like criticizing your baby or telling you your kid is ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, there were a couple things where I was like, oh, that's a little snark for an audience. Like, it's like you knew somebody else is going to be reading it.
Honestly, it was for me. I didn't think I was going to release those notes. I just wrote it down so I would remember.
Yeah.
And then I did it on the show.
Yeah.
And he started wigging out that I'm a hater. And I was like, okay, I'm going to post the notes so you can see that I tried my best.
Yeah.
This is everything that I thought. Like, you can see all this work. This is a valid criticism.
No, there was a lot of useful criticism in there, I thought.
Well, not according to this jackass.
Well, I mean, look, I get the hypersensitivity to criticism. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I thought it was
We are not
interesting.
an echo chamber. I got that one this morning. What do you think about that quote? We are not an echo chamber.
Wait, referring to who?
The Eric July fans. Somebody, Manny Musket sent me that one. They're arguing about my fucking criticisms.
I can't believe it's still going.
We are not an echo chamber.
Man.
What the fuck does that mean? We are not an echo chamber.
You mean
who's we?
You mean
the echo chamber?
That they're going to just regurgitate whatever you say? We're telling you how it actually is.
They're so upset about this.
Yeah, I mean,
and so is he.
Look,
he's streaming today about it.
Look,
I don't know if he's calling me the N-word again.
Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully he's learned his lesson.
He's better than that.
Because hopefully he learned his lesson after last night, Eric, and isn't going to be calling me the N-word again, because I hate being called the N-word.
Right. Well, it was nothing. There was just a lot of, I think it seemed like he tried to cram a bunch of this will be explained further type things into it. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know about the accepts and who's what and who's like, I don't know. I mean, I read it once all the way through, and then I went back to kind of like certain parts and checked it out, kind of cross-referenced it with your notes a little bit. But so my question to you is, what else did you do?
I went really, really hard on everyone.
I mean, originally,
Even
to
for
get him
me.
so pissed off.
All I did was review it. Actually,
That was it?
Yeah. So Vito, the first day it was successful, Vito was saying how much it's going to suck. And I said, you're just jealous because he raised all that money. Like, it's been like a year of me saying, you're just jealous because he raised all this money. Which you
yeah.
But Vito says, maybe, but it's also going to suck because he's like a first time. And Vito hates anti-marketing, anti-woke marketing.
Both
Like,
things can be true, yeah.
Well, here's the deal with the woke shit. I love that Trump came out being anti-woke, the term, because the term's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know,
I know it's always bothered me.
It's like the left's God, and the right's just going like, well, actually, their God sucks. Like, oh yeah, no shit. Okay, so how is this going to stop like wars? Is it? What is
I got news for you. So does yours.
Yeah, Trump's response is like, no, woke's retarded. And then DeSantis is coming out like, oh, you got to get the woke is the biggest thing. It's like, are you talking about like the darkness from fucking the Never-Ending Story? You fat moron.
The
you
nothing.
fat ass. The nothing.
Yeah.
The darkness is Charlie Murphy.
Right.
So,
Darkness.
Wokeness, whatever, intersectionality, like what it is, what some people intend it, but very few. Most people just say it as like
it's just a term
retarded
and then it means
stand-in for
whatever
I hate the left. Somebody, God.
I can't believe
Somebody
Sean
do my
read it.
fucking work.
I did read it.
If you had to,
It's like a homework assignment.
you did do the homework
I did.
assigned you. If you had to,
I could see how excited you were about me reading it.
Well, I never thought this jackass would be arguing about it all fucking week.
You know,
right?
Yeah, I mean, look. It's more than I would do. Like, I mean, it's like I got to give some respect to somebody who steps into a boxing ring. Even any of these internet idiots, you know.
To me?
No, I will give respect to somebody who just does something that they want to do. Like
yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah,
I will.
That's why I was so nice in the notes.
I will. I was very surprised. They were a lot more constructive than I would have thought.
Yeah.
A lot more.
This motherfucker last night, he's like, "You're not the gospel of." I'm like, "Yeah, but I've read. I'm talking. I told you at the beginning of this fucking argument. Save the cat and a hero with 1,000 faces.
Okay,
those are the gospels of storytelling. You fucking moron.
Okay, what's
and
Save the
you
Cat?
don't even know. It's a screenwriting book. It's
really?
Yeah, it's written really simply. I think Paul Rubens read that book and just wrote Pee-wee's Big Adventure, following the outline exactly. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh yeah, wow, it's perfect. Wow. Amazing. The storytelling is fucking perfect. It never gets in the way. You never get bored. Things are always moving.
Yeah.
Fuck me for thinking that you, as a representative of this craft, you should put a little time and investment into learning how it fucking works. You smug prick.
So, you know, I don't know if he had an editor or not, but
no,
I mean,
punctuation editor only, like copy editor only, not story editor.
Well, they did fuck up one thing because I like
what's that?
Well, I like details like this because it's the cavalry you call in.
I saw.
You don't call in the cavalry. You do not call in the little area right outside of Jerusalem where Christ our Lord and Savior was crucified.
You don't call that in?
It's the cavalry. It's an easy mistake to make. You know, your brain just kind of transposes things. But I'm like, you know, that's the... But, you know, I'm not the audience. You know, who knows? But it's... Man,
every audience deserves a good story told well using storytelling techniques that we've honed for 10,000 years.
It's got to be fucking hard, especially when it's your baby and you can look. What was interesting? One of the most interesting things was his kind of letter at the end to the audience.
Asking for criticism?
Well, that
turned out not to be genuine.
Well, but he also said, well, I mean, yeah, look, I mean, maybe he didn't even know that he would be as sensitive to criticism, you know, as he is. I don't know. I don't know. But I know what I saw was a lot of, he's really big on respect. You can obviously tell that's a big theme, like in the, you know, and I mean, I could see where, and I heard him when he was saying, like, you know, if you're respectful of me or if you're disrespectful, I'll treat you as such. Like, it seems to be a big thing with him. And it's like, he goes back, he's like, but he disrespected me. That can't be tolerated. Like, that's like, he's doing things that, like, the villain would do. Some of his...
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's not this is a villain that you're describing that behaves like this.
It kind of is.
Sacrificing everybody's well-being, including his family, for his emotions. It's a fucking villain doing that.
I kind of got
it's
that.
It's not an identifiable protagonist.
I kind of got there's just, I don't know. It's, I don't know how the characters will develop or whatnot, but and fuck, man, I'm far from a literary critic.
Found myself tuning out. Yeah, that's what everybody fucking wants in an engaging plot and story. Found myself fucking tuning out.
There were kind of a lot of just kind of names thrown around. Or it's a little abstract.
Jim and fucking Slob, they're down at the Quiznos playing on the I don't know.
Yeah, what else was I gonna? There was,
See, you should have wrote notes like me. That's how.
That's
why I pissed him off so much, because I actually did the fucking work.
That was more effort than I was going to.
Yeah.
Hello, Dick.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for your review of ISOM.
No problem.
Very thorough.
No problem.
Did you give it a Mickey score? How many Mickeys? Out of 5 Mickeys, how many Mickeys would you give it?
I mean, I probably give it a...
Well, Ralph is a full 5 out of 5. How many Mickeys
Ralph is a 5 out of 5?
Oh, yeah.
Really? He likes it?
No.
No.
Now, remember my joke about slipping Mickeys? Oh. That was 5 out of 5 Mickeys. The actual joke is that kid with a found footage thing with Mickey Mouse.
I'm thinking Mickey Mouse.
How many Mickey Mouses out of 5 Mickeys would you give it?
So 5 is bad?
5 is good. The most Mickeys.
5 is the most Mickeys.
You want?
I thought you're slipping Mickeys. That's a bad thing. Now I am
it's
confused.
acid, then it's great.
Now I am confused.
What if you're slipping yourself some Mickeys? Look, just give it a score and then say if it's good or bad.
I'll give it a 2 out of 5 Mickeys. Is that bad or good?
That sounds bad.
I mean,
would you like a woman to grade your dick as 2 out of 5 Mickeys?
No. Well, look, I mean, but I thought it was like as a story. I'm not big in. Oh, I know what I was going to say.
Yes.
Kind of the stuff at the end. He said all the stuff that what he's not going to do, which like he's not going to have like a multiverse or anything like that.
Who gives a shit?
Well, no, but I'm thinking, why are you limiting yourself like that? You don't know. You might have a great idea on how to use it. Like these things are look, they're not those concepts exist because they have worked. They don't work all the time.
It's called fucking
but it's like when they're done well, they work. But he's going
Back to the Future. Fucking A Miracle. Wait, what's the one? It's a Wonderful Life. It's a multiverse story.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful life. Look at this other universe where you don't fucking exist. I'm never gonna do anything like that. It's good storytelling. It's your imagination.
I'm just saying, why you might learn a lot about writing by doing it. Why would you? I don't understand why you'd limit yourself like that. He has like
it's a fucking hate campaign.
But he has
like, don't you hate comics? Buy this.
I don't get putting the limits on yourself like that.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, you're just really. It's like, going to I don't know, if you want to become an audio engineer and you're going like, I'm only going to make pop records every 4th Tuesday when the bells ring.
Yeah, I don't do pop.
Like, what do you?
I only do jazz. It's like we make fun of those guys. I only do jazz and classical. That's what I do. I don't do hip hop.
Yeah.
Pop.
There were a few guys left over from the analog days who were like, I only do tape. I don't know how to run Pro Tools. I won't. It's like, well, dude, then you know what you had to do? If you were a studio owner, you had to hire a bunch of people who knew how to work in the digital realm because you decided not to, and you get the odd analog guy every now and again who's 75 and like wants to relive the good days. Like I
love when you talk about work. How come women? Can you teach a class for women where they could talk about work the way you talk about work? Because the way they talk about work is horrible, and I've hated every story I've ever heard a woman tell about work.
They always they
go teach on a TED Talk for women only.
That was it. That's the entirety of my TED Talk.
Just yell it again and again.
Yeah,
do your same thing. So I go down to for listeners who've been not paying attention or beating off or whatever for the first 10 minutes of every show for the last 3 weeks. Good for you. Congratulations. Time well spent. The results are in. The final results are in of this trilogy of failure that is the LA Fair mosaic.
Yeah.
That Randy and I made. Randy, who's given me notes that were way harsher than what I gave Eric July.
I believe it.
By the way.
Yeah.
I have never, all I've always said is thank you for reading it and thank you for putting your time. I disagree with a couple of these, but I see where you're coming from and perhaps I'll try it your way.
Like I said,
you're
a few things
expert.
are a little snarky, but not. nothing like really. I was very surprised that they were as actually constructive as...
I was whatever you thought was like constructive and nice in the notes.
Yeah.
I was the complete opposite on the stream last night.
Were you talking to him?
Yeah, he was doing a stream complaining about this mystery person. That
You
gave
actually
him
talked to him?
Yeah, so I called in and said,
Wow.
you're acting like a fucking child, and like the way you're reacting to these notes, even from a veteran comic artist on the panel, makes you look very insecure. And you don't have the kind of like you don't have a history of work. You're brand new.
Well, right.
Yeah, you have no place from which to deny these and make fun of the people who are giving them to you.
It's
and you coming off as childish.
Look,
that's how I started.
Yeah, and then it devolved from there.
I got way worse with because then people were calling Vito a pet. I mean, I went way over the line.
The old chestnut.
Yeah.
That was dig that out and dust it. Actually, it hasn't had time to collect any dust.
It's always in play. We're playing pedoball. We're playing pedophile ball tonight, boys. Hey, come on down to the rec center. We're gonna play a good game of pedo ball.
Yeah.
You throw the ball to you, and then you say how you'd kill a pedophile.
Right.
I'd put him in a wood chipper. I'd stab his eyes out. Then I'd put him in a wood chipper and then pass the ball to you. I'd put him in a wood chipper and then freeze it and then put him in the wood chipper again.
See what they don't?
Passing to you. I'd go back in time and rape him as a kid. And then I'd go forward in time and saying, I raped you and turned you into a pedophile. And then I would put him into a wood chipper. And they pass to me and I say, hey, what if we could just cure it?
Yeah,
we do that too, right? I'm just checking. Like, if we could cure it, we'd all do that. Dead fucking silence on the panel.
Yeah.
Like, well, you guys are just talking about imaginary shit that you would do.
Right, so what?
You would cure it too, right? I understand that you do all this violent stuff, but you'd also cure it. Fucking silence.
Yeah. Well, what they don't realize is they're
shitheads.
They're doing a support group, and they have like the stick or something that says they're allowed to talk.
Yeah, so I lost it.
So you lost it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, it's all...
Fuck you.
It's all new to him. He hasn't, like, he's has a presence on the internet for
Eric
doing...
you're talking about?
Yeah, for doing a certain thing. I don't know if he's maybe honest with himself, he might be thinking like, wow, like I am really reacting to this big time. I mean,
no, he's monetizing the haters, dude. They're this weird culture where they like, if you can make money off it, you're like hustle proof, and it's like, yeah, I'm like flipping it around. All right, man. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it seems like he's genuinely upset about it.
Yes.
Which I get, but
yes!
When you put nobody's going to like everything you do. There are people who think, like, name 100 million record-selling artist here who think they're the worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, like, you get... I don't know.
So the notes are still valid. Like, so read them and, like, explain to me, at least learn them. Like, Picasso was an amazing artist before he turned into, like, this Cubist nonsense, and that's why it's good, because he knew what to do artistically before that.
He
was a child prodigy at, like, 16. He painted amazing things, and then he's like, I'm going to fucking start. I can't make this. Like, it's already been done. The best have already done it, so I'm going to get fucking wild and get into what is a painting, right?
Yeah.
And then that's like the entire modern art movement, which people shit on because they don't fucking understand it.
Learn the fundamentals, and then you can break them, you know? Or else your art is a function of chance.
Yeah.
As opposed to some kind of knowledge.
Decision. Art's into the decision.
Yeah.
That's why it's art.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. But it's you know, you can trip and fall into something maybe once. I don't know that you can do that with a comic book because it all has to hang together a little more. You could maybe do it with a painting and have it be unintentional and have it resonate with people.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because like people think of paintings as just like a painting appeared on the wall, but it's like a long process of like creating and networking and creating and creating with other artists.
I guess it is like writing. Well, no, but I mean, if you're doing, I think
not if you're my fucking girlfriend, by the way, who took this shit as a fucking joke and gets her. That was a deal, by the way. If she wins the art fair, she's hung in the studio forever.
I think it's possible to write a great song and that be the only really good song you've written. I think you can. I think you can trip and fall into that.
But you have to learn like chord structure and like.
Well,
I mean, you know, like there's a long process to learning how to play music.
To play, you have to be
write
able.
music. I
mean, I guess you have to at least. I mean, you've got to at least.
Stupid people can do it, but you have to learn.
Yeah. I mean, I
just go like. Blah, 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 blah.
No. But I guess conceivably you could do it with hitting one note on the piano at a time and singing. You have to have some kind of natural sense of melody or, something that all it has to do is resonate with people. And a bunch of people go, I don't even know why I like it. I just do.
We are very sophisticated is the point of this show. Sean and I and the listeners of this show are very sophisticated. That's the point. If only I wasn't drinking and arguing with Eric July so much, I could have fucking stopped this.
Yeah.
So she goes, can I talk to you over here? I'm like, what do you mean over here? She's like, down the alleyway, like out here. I don't want us to be interrupted.
Oh my God, what words did she use?
All right. Keep in mind, she's a teacher.
My
girlfriend, so she's gotten about a zillion angry parent emails. So she's like combined all of the angry parent emails she's ever gotten into this, what is ostensibly an angry parent email. My son didn't win an award at the fucking arts and crafts show.
But see, she is studied in the genre.
Right.
That's like the comic book. You know what I mean?
Everything comes back to Eric July can't fucking write. Okay.
If you do it, you will probably get better.
Well, you have to try to get better. Some people just do things and they think, if I do it enough, I'm getting better. Like, no, you have to push limits. Like, you need to structure improvement.
Yeah.
So you can get better. You don't just shit every day and get better at shitting. You're not shitting out of Venus de Milo when you're in your 80s, right? You just shit the same shit out.
I think, I mean, I think when you get to the point where you're like, you actually have improved, you actually are good, and you start thinking, wow, there is so much more I need to do. That's when you start to get good. That's when you start to get good. When you
get
are
good gradually, At every step, there's another step that you have to learn and incorporate.
And then at some point, you realize that there's a lot more because you were so limited in your scope at first because you couldn't possibly see it or relate to it. You didn't know the craft.
I mean, the conversation that I had with him was so fucking retarded.
Yeah. How long was this?
Probably an hour.
Jeez.
I didn't even start drunk.
Wow.
But I came in really hot. Whatever. I mean, I hate art.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you? I don't think you do.
I do.
I think art. I think you've been spurned by art.
Sean, what would give you that idea? Why would I?
Yeah.
Why would you think that art has cost me psychic pain? Looking at this mural that I broke my back over and then was shit on by two fat women remotely. In what way do you think art has punished me, of all people? Why would you? Meanwhile, fucking idiot.
Judged by a couple of fucking Astros fans.
So, fat lady pulls me over.
Yeah.
I asked Eric July. This is the second fat lady altercation I've had at the fair. You remember when they spilled the nachos on me?
Yes. I do.
Two fat ladies. My girlfriend and Randy go to the bathroom.
They fought over who was going to lick it off.
Yeah, two fat ladies run into me and dump nachos all over me.
That.
And the first thing they do is turn to the bartender and go, "Hey, give me some nachos. We need some new nachos. This guy ran into us." And I said, and the guy comes over and he's like, "Okay, we'll get you some, like, doing normal, like, employee stuff. Like,
yeah.
How could you fucking fat pigs drop these nachos? Well, okay, we'll get you some new nachos."
Yeah.
And I was annoyed that they were instantly concerned about their fucking nachos and not me, that they dumped nachos all over, right? So I said, just using my defensive counter-striking nature of me not initiating any conflict ever, just responding when I'm aggressed upon.
You couldn't even get through that. You couldn't even get through that with a fucking straight face.
By the way, all this is called story crafting.
Yeah.
Eric.
And you're surviving me derailing constantly, so that's
part of it.
Yeah.
So the woman pulls me over. I was talking about it. On the stream. I said, "Well, just tell me the plot then."
Yeah.
Of ISOM.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, which like the future or which part?" I'm like, the fucking plot of the book, dude.
I mean,
what's the fucking plot?
You would kind of have
Star
the whole
Wars
thing,
1. Luke
right?
destroys the fucking Death Star. It's gonna blow up the whole fucking universe.
Yeah.
Stop the Empire.
Yeah. Right.
Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit's framed for fucking crime that he didn't do.
Right. It's right there in the title.
It's right there.
Yeah.
What's the plot of ISOM? A woman that he may or may not know is maybe in danger. It's not a very good plot.
We're not sure.
It's not good.
We're not sure.
It's not that it doesn't exist. It's just that it's not any fucking good. It's certainly not $3.7 million good.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
That's funding is done a little differently than it has in the past.
Here's the problem with woke shit, right?
Okay.
This is what I started the show with.
Yeah.
The problem with woke shit is that Hollywood and businesses are hiring people because they're black or gay or whatever, and they're telling stories that are black and gay and whatever instead of our good stories, instead of our good writers. Because if you want a good writer, if you want a person who can do a good job, it's not that you'll get a grade of good. Like, well, we'll just get rid of all the white people and find that the black... Maybe the black person's the best one there. Whatever. Fuck you. If you needed me to fucking specify that, then kill yourself.
Right.
When you wipe off the top, you don't get a grade of good. It's pass or fail. When you're telling stories and doing shit in Hollywood, it's not the movie was kind of good. It's the movie fucking sucked, or it was fun, or it was working, or it worked. There is no gradient of fucking passable. It's like a fucking, it's like a trans woman, right? It's not like, you don't say, wow, that one's a 10. Oh, that's a 9. That's an 8. It's like, no, it passes or it does. She passes or she fucking doesn't. Or he doesn't.
I see that. That's
what's wrong with woke shit. Because when they turn it all into identity stuff, everything's bad. The stories are bad. The choices are bad. There's no adversity to the art anymore.
I think if you give
There's no conflict to the art.
I think if you give somebody something based solely on what they are, you're doing everyone a disservice, including them. Big time.
Yeah, that's a big problem with...
if your selling point is like how diverse your whatever is, or how it's like that. If it can't be sold on its own merit,
Yeah.
If you need a bunch of disclaimers...
Sell that shit to women. Oh, there's a black Little Mermaid. Yeah, women don't care.
You're basically saying that you're handicapping it. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, okay, well, he's a professional golfer who gets to play from the forward tees because...
The freeway.
Because he has no fucking shins. It's
like Cotton Hill?
Yeah, like Cotton Hill, exactly.
Okay.
It's like... Okay, yeah, but he's... My buddy, who's a great drummer, says that he goes, blah, 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 blah. Oh, but he's self-taught. When you get to a certain level, that doesn't matter. You either are good at that level or not. It doesn't matter how you got there. So, he's like, fuck the self-taught thing.
Yeah.
It's just, if you're an A-list session guy, whether you were self-taught or studied for 20 years... doesn't really fucking matter. It's like at some point you can't use that as an excuse, is what I'm saying. I
said, what are his superpowers? And Eric Schley goes, well, did you see him do any super stuff? I'm like, why is this not just like a yes or no, dude? Like, why? Yeah, I did see him do super shit. That should answer your question. Okay, then why does the book go out of its way to say maybe he is a superhero?
I know. Yeah.
Like what? And then some fucking other guy on the panel said, yeah, he flies too. And I said, I didn't know he flies. And then fucking Eric...
Or did he? I saw him jump up a fire escape and shit, like where he was, I didn't know if that was flying or not. I was a little confused by that.
Then Eric spends the next fucking 20 minutes telling me I didn't read it because some other guy said he could fucking fly. And I said, I didn't say that. I didn't know he could fucking fly.
I didn't know.
But it seems like there's some kind of fucking narrative issue if multiple people don't know if he can fucking fly or not, you retarded asshole.
My read on it was that whoever was chasing him, like the cops or whatever, thought he could fly because he disappeared so fast. Because
he just closed his eyes and his mouth. Well, I think he's black. They couldn't see him.
Jesus Christ!
What? That's.
I think he. I think he bounded up a wall and grabbed a fire escape.
Spider-Man
and, like,
too.
It seemed like it.
See, I need to know these things, or I don't know if he's in danger if he's running away from the fucking police.
We got to get back to the fair story.
So,
but there was one other thing. Remember the guy he killed? Like he punched like through his chest?
Yes, that's murder.
Dude, I think that guy was back in another scene.
He did. So Eric also,
I think he was back in another scene. I was like, wait a minute, and I'm cross-referencing.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. By the way,
there's an older black guy with dreadlocks, with gray dreads and a fucking beard, and I didn't see another guy who looked like that in the rest of the thing.
Okay.
He's like, oh, it's that idiot from earlier.
Everyone read ISOM.
Who punched a hole in me.
Everyone read ISOM and stop telling me about the fucking Streisand effect. I don't fucking care if people buy the comic or pirate it. I don't fucking care if people read it.
Streisand effect.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I don't care if I'm helping the marketing for this fucking book. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because I'm not jealous of the money. I don't fucking care about the money. Do you understand that all this shit I do is for the art of it? Do you think I wrote a book saying all women are whores to make money? It's the fucking art that's important, you stupid motherfuckers!
So you do love art.
I hate it.
Now.
Look what it did to me.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on. Let me pull up ISOM.
I'm really surprised that this has this kind of legs, I guess.
Yeah, because he's Black Maddox. He can't admit that anything is wrong with the book. That's why it's so fun. That's why comedians are like texting me and saying like, this is fucking hilarious. Because everybody understands the joke of what's happening except for him.
Well, he really does. It's something that he created. I'm sure it's he's maybe a little surprised to him, or if he sits and reflects on it at some point, that it's like I really am.
Yeah, reflect on my nuts, Eric.
I really am reacting to this. Again, I was shocked at at the notes. I expected some fucking flames.
No,
or just some obvious shittiness.
I mean, honestly, like the worst thing you can get is just like a competent negative. Like the best thing for a good person is to get competent criticism that's like on its face.
Yeah.
And the worst thing for a bad person is to get competent criticism on its face.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me load it up. I guess we're just going all the way with this. Whatever. It's too funny. Fuck it. Everyone hates me now anyway, so
I just had to
once again, I am hated for just being honest with my opinion. Let me find where he kills this guy.
I think it's before that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's before that. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. No, it's after this. I know where it is. And then I'll tell the end of the...
yeah.
So
I love how he comes in. He comes in and like Darren's like, hey man, we were cool, but also you're really a piece of shit, and I never respected you. Like almost immediately, just like out of fucking nowhere. It was...
Yeah, it's fucked up. You're like, what the fuck?
I made
time out of my day to meet with your farmer ass.
You're giving me a tour. Well, no, I'm talking about Darren.
Oh, yeah.
The bad guy.
Oh yeah, because the disrespect is the only thing that Eric July can see as a plot.
It seems like
it's only disrespect, just like in his personal life.
It's a big
all that matters.
I don't know much about him, but like it's
he called me an N-word.
Damn.
Is that not enough? Okay, so I saw him as getting kicked out of the club.
Is that how you say it? It's ISOM or ISOM?
ISOM.
ISOM. Got it.
No, that's obvious. That's not it.
That's not it? I don't know how you...
Okay, so here is...
It's not ISM, is it?
I think it's ISOM.
ISOM?
Well, it's fucking Avery. Here is a black... Here's the security guard getting murdered for no reason.
Yeah.
So I said, like, yeah, that looks like murder. Like your fucking organs explode.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what organ is that? A pancreas? Where's all this blood coming from? Look, it's shooting through his ribs. Have you ever had any blood shoot? You got your lung deflated, right?
Yeah.
You had to go to the hospital for like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, it was a couple. Well, it happened twice. So the second time, I think I was in for like a little over a week each time.
Have you ever been hit so hard that like a red jelly explodes out of your fucking stomach and flies all over the place?
Even when they ran me through to put a chest tube in, no blood shot out.
Yeah, so this blood it's shooting this blood is unobstructed, right? I'm going to be like John Madden. There's blood over here. It's shooting out of the
boom,
boom, crack. Right through his ribs and straight out. So it's going through his skin.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I mean,
bro, you're fucking. It's reasonable for me to assume that you're dead. So I said that's murder, and it fucks up the character.
Yeah.
Like it's murder to murder a security guard who tried to kick you out of a club that you're causing trouble in. That's murder, and it's fine, but it's a villain. Like if it's a mistake, okay.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you got to kind of recover from that, but it's a fuck up. Okay. And he's like autistic going, no, he ain't dead. He's back he's back in the book 50 pages later.
So so it is the same guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking around, I'm like, wait a minute, there's another black. No, he doesn't have a beard. I'm going, who else could this be? And he's like, he's back.
Really challenges your racism, doesn't it? Because you're like, you got to tell them apart. They're all black.
A few hours later, he's standing there working the back door. Secure. Oh, it's that idiot from earlier.
Yeah. So how did he get? Like, so what is that then? Was all mine.
Is he an accept?
Sean, all these questions just get smart ass answers.
Yeah.
This is nitpicking, apparently. A guy's fucking stomach exploding, and then he's in the next scene. Like, all right, well, like, even Looney Tunes, like, kind of does... Like, even Looney Tunes explains, like, they show Wile E. Coyote with, like, a sign to show that he's not dead.
Right.
You know, he's all mangled up, but it's like, oh, what a screwball, right?
Well, and that's the... You know, in... animation, there's something called like the keep alive groan or the stay. When they walk off screen, it's like we got to make sure kids don't think he's dead.
As an accordion, wop 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 wop. Like, oh, okay, he's still. It's like he's accordion now.
When it's like a PG rated, like DC, direct to video thing or something where it's like you got to make sure that they're not. The guy's not dead. They beat the shit out of him, but he's gonna stay alive.
Yeah, like shoot him. Like, oh man, I gotta go walk it off, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, PG. That's cool.
Yeah.
Show the dog running away. Like all the bad guys they have their dogs and and then they do one shot of all the dogs getting off the boat. Ooh man, we gotta get out of here.
Right, that was close. Yeah.
Woo. Like yeah. Put that in.
Yeah.
Shut up. Put it in. You know what the worst part is about like Vito getting shit on?
What?
And I went hard on everyone for shitting on Vito.
Yeah.
Is that I can make jokes like that, but because I'm good looking, they'll never like. It will never be like, oh, he's a pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, no one will fucking believe that. But because Vito looks not like, like the way, whatever. You know what Eric July said? I said on the stream.
Yeah.
I said he was like, I never said I would topple Hollywood. You're making that up. I'm like, well, I don't think that's really relevant to your story sucking. But you did say you would dance on the graves of writers of Marvel and DC Comics.
I'm like, dude, buddy, you're good.
And he said, I didn't say I would dance. I said I would moonwalk. I'm like, are you like fucking? Is this a fucking bit?
It's the most pedantic argument I've. Like, man,
black do crack, as it turns out.
Again. You
just have to criticize, give them the very basic criticism of their art.
If he keeps writing, in 5 years, he may go, wow. Man,
that Dick was right.
Man, I fucking thought I knew, man. I didn't know shit. I mean, I look back on things, I'm like, ooh, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that, because it's like, you just know more.
Yeah, Vitamin Fire. Dick's appearance on the Eric July stream was a masterclass in entertainment wit, seeing through and shutting down BS posturing, loyalty, and sincerity. Bravo, my dude. You're welcome. After watching this, I had see Eric Spurg out, and my God, it didn't disappoint. What a fucking baby. Yep. All right. Cole Kid said, smooth-brained, just watched your stream.
Smooth-brained.
I cannot believe how retarded the other streamers were at the end, except for Ethan Van Sciver, obviously. It looked like you were talking to a brick wall. They just robotically said, a lead bullet is the cure. Oh, he's talking about the pedophile thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Not recognizing that Vito, a humanist at heart, would feel otherwise. They kept repeating the same slogans of right wing. You know, it's funny. An actual child worker replied.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and said I work with kids who've been raped.
Yeah,
and they become pedophiles. So, what do you guys think? We should just shoot them when they get raped?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, we got to work with them and try to stop. Help them.
You try to.
I just want these fucking retards to say let's kill the kids. As soon as you get raped as a kid, we kill you. Because that's what you guys are saying, you fucking morons.
Ultimately, if you follow your line of thinking,
kid-killing sacks of shit, But you can't reason with them. You got to just go as aggressive as possible.
But abortion's wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta, fuck them after they're born. Well, you know what? Retroactive abortion.
If your kid's been fucked, let us know. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna come kill it. So just here's a form. You fill that out. Give us your address. Obviously, unless you're a pedophile, you're gonna fill it out.
Yeah.
They're just so fucking stupid. Like, people can't think past one or two steps. Like,
No,
they can't think of the implications of anything they're saying.
Totally.
And I'm better than them. That's the most important.
Right. You definitely get a 1. Your judging scores, you get a 1.
I'm going to rip this ribbon off. In second place.
Yeah.
Eric July, pull up. Hoe ass. You hoe ass. Pull up. Hoe ass N-word. Pull up. Don't send me something to read because I can't read. Pull up.
He didn't say that.
No, he can't read, though. He's reading my notes, and he's following the words like a fucking karaoke ball.
Oh,
bing,
no.
Bing, 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 bing. Like, wow, that's an amazing superpower you have. You can't fucking read. Comes in real helpful. Here, I came up with a sentence that you say and you die. Joke's on you, Darren. I can't fucking read. Ha 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 ha.
God damn.
Here, this perhaps might be
the thing with Eric July and like the insults that he comes up with is it's like, you know how when Trump would come up with nicknames for people?
Yeah.
And they were always like really funny and clever for the most part, like, you know, Sleepy Joe and Low Energy Jeb.
It's pretty funny.
And like he kind of missed the mark with
Pervert Alert.
Sanctimonious, I think. That one's kind of lame, but
yeah,
it was always something that was like, you thought about it and you're like, yeah, that's a good nickname. That kind of gets to their core.
Sleepy Joe sounds like an
old
time ball
like,
player.
All of the insults that Eric July comes up with, it's like the exact opposite of that, where it's just like completely misses the mark, and I have no idea where he comes up with it. Like when he's like saying you're like comparing you to Buster Baxter, like the bunny rabbit, or when he's calling you crackheads, and it's like, why are they crackheads? Like there's no like logical reasoning, like it doesn't really get to your core. Like he likes to go really hard with the insults, like, you know, bald-headed bitch, like I don't take no shit, I say what I want, but it's like none of the insults.
Nobody else
is
allowed to, though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Very weird.
I don't know, man.
He looks like a gold miner, like a black gold miner. Oh, is there a story in them there hills? I don't know, but I'm gonna find it with my with my beard. Maybe you got a plot hiding under that beard, Eric.
Use it as
got
inspiration.
Some character development hiding in there somewhere. Shave it off. Let's see it.
I'm very interested to see how this goes this week.
Do you want to read ISOM too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now I'm in.
I'm in for the whole shitaverse.
Now I'm in.
That he's got.
I really am curious as to, you know, just how he develops things.
Me too. A whole shitaverse made of scams and anti-wokeness.
Yeah.
And
how many are there
tokenism? Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to buy it. The shitaverse will go forever. It's going to challenge Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
People in the future, you're not even going to know, like Ronald McDonald. It'll just be like, oh, yeah, ISOM burgers? Yeah, I love those.
With
Give me
comics,
a double ISOM with cheese.
Do they not make like series or whatever where they're like complete stories and then they go on to another?
Good authors who are not scamming people who are making works of art like Watchmen.
Yeah.
Like with Dr. Manhattan and shit.
Yeah, it's already
10 issues, bam, that was my story, I'm done.
Right, yeah.
Like
you could do other ones.
Retards who like have no idea what they're doing are just like, well, I'm just making a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
until these fucking idiots stop just buying it to put behind them on their live streams to 3 people.
Right.
And pretend that we're friends.
Yeah. You have Watchmen, and then you don't want to be George Lucas.
What do you mean?
I just think he sucks.
Yeah, he does suck.
Yeah.
Even without adversity, even he sucked.
Yeah.
First ones were good because people were like, no, that's dumb.
Yeah.
You have to do it this way.
Yeah.
And then he got whatever he wanted and it sucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
People.
That's my rage.
People pissed off about black elves in Lord of the Rings.
Don't do it. Other things, who cares?
Yeah, they were.
Who cares? They're fucking.
I can't be more clear.
I don't know. The same people who are like buying Eric July's dumb book are all pissed off about like black elves.
It's make believe. It's fucking not real. Are these fucking people kidding me with this shit?
Dude,
You're pissed off about black elves?
and a dwarf, though.
Talking about
There's
fucking...
a black dwarf, too.
What the...
Like
man,
Gimli's mom or something. I don't know.
I'm going to start advocating for suicide in certain circles.
Canada's doing that.
God damn. Are you fucking kidding me?
There was
Black elves. Like, fucking...
Yeah.
They're elves.
Yeah.
They're elves. It's all fake.
Yeah.
You're living in a... I guess it just shows you where their head's at. Like, they're
God,
so
they're
invested.
fucked.
They're
fucked.
more invested in a complete fantasy world than the real world. And I get it. The real world fucking sucks. It sucks. I understand the escapism.
Yeah.
But you're being fucking idiots. God damn. Black elves. Pissed off about black elves. It doesn't even compute with me.
He was cool, too. I watched that show. Black Elf was cool. He was like a young, that black guy from Breaking Bad. Guess.
Oh, like a young, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Nothing cool happened in that show, but
Okay.
that guy was cool. The black elf, the black dwarf was kind of weird.
Okay.
Well, because how you gonna get black dwarves? They're always underground doing stuff, you know? Like, why would they? There's no sun.
Yeah.
How would they?
You mean like how
like
evolution wise?
Well, yeah,
I don't know,
right.
you get melanistic jaguars and shit, you know?
I guess, and then they go from all the way from that dwarf mine all the way over to this one, and only that one.
Mm.
Seems a little. So, is there Mexican dwarfs too?
Maybe.
Perhaps. Real lowriders. Okay.
That was so stupid. Made me laugh. Made me laugh.
Did you watch the new season of I Think You Should Leave?
No, I haven't.
Have you watched any of the seasons?
Yeah, I haven't watched the season, but yeah, I've seen episodes.
Oh, you got to watch the new season.
Okay.
The best sketch on there I auditioned for.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I was so pissed when it started.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get it, obviously, because
Yeah.
I did a bad job. The egg sketch.
Oh, your self-criticism.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to flip out?
Oh, how dare you! That criticism is not in good faith. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I said that about myself.
Yeah.
What a fucking bitch. Eric July is such a little F slur. His beard is probably just compensation for being such a fucking crybaby. Acting like he's fucking Emmett Till because I reviewed his
Oh my
comic
God.
They called me racist too.
Oh, yeah. Well,
They
that's...
said he
Wait.
hates it because he's racist. Me.
Oh, God.
I was laughing at some like fan art or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
I was
Racist.
I was just surprised that like how kind of professional most of the criticism was.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, where's the rest of it? Who wrote
Yeah,
this?
why did this set this guy off?
Who wrote this?
All right, one more.
What's up, Dick? What's up, Sean?
Yo.
Dick, I just rewatched or watched for the first time that stream you did. I think it was that dude Flash's channel with Eric July and
Oh,
EVS
yeah.
and Nina Infinity. Holy shit, they are fucking retarded. Except for EVS, he seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, he's
Very
cool.
reasonable guy.
Yeah.
Just loves.
I felt
comics
bad even
and loves
acting the way I
stories, and
was.
I think that's awesome. But goddamn, that bitch Nina Infinity, fucking retarded. Holy shit. Oh my god. She seems to just, she can't take that one step forward with her thoughts. She thinks one thing and it's like, pedophile bad, pedophile bad. Of course, pedophiles are bad. Everyone fucking knows that.
We all know
But
that.
Right.
your concept of empathy for pedophiles makes sense. I've never heard that before, but if you replace pedophiles with school shooters,
Yeah, we want to
it
cure
still
them,
makes
right?
sense. It's the same exact concept.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
oh, you can't have empathy for them because they harm kids. No, shit, you want them to not harm kids.
Yeah,
at
we're
all.
trying- that's
Just
what
like
we're
you
trying
don't
to
want
do.
school shooters to shoot kids.
I mean,
what
I don't
the
know.
fuck, you fucking retards?
Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway, that's it. That's all.
But it's not. They're just playing a game of like who's the biggest badass, and they're attacking a group who doesn't fight back. That's why whenever I show up,
Right.
everyone's dick shrinks, everyone's balls shrink into their body because I'm very confrontational,
Yeah, all right.
and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm never going to stop.
Yeah, I know.
All right, bye, everybody. Thanks for
See ya.
listening.
Thank you.
See you next Tuesday.